human beings can alter their lives by altering their attitudes of mind. As Ralph Waldo Emerson declared, a man is what he thinks about all day long. Persistence. Nothing in the world can take the place of persistence.
Yeah.
Talent won't. Nothing is more common than unsuccessful men with talent. Genius won't. Unrewarded genius is practically a cliché. Education won't. The world is full of educated fools. Persistence and determination alone are all powerful. Show that you don't have to be defeated by anything, that you can have peace of mind, improved health, and a never-ceasing flow of energy. If you attempt each and every day to achieve these things, the results will make themselves obvious to you.
Yellow, 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 everybody. Okay, one sec. I'll just make things work quickly here. Hello. Bonjour. What's up? Idor, what's up, bro? How you doing? How are ya? Nice seeing you after a long time. Hopefully you're enjoying, having a great day. You guys got to relax a bit too after some break, like after me taking a break. Nice, nice. That's good. Okay, ready for some interesting Active Directory basics. We are going to hit. Okay, now you guys can hear me. That's good. Okay, I'll just share my screen. Let's do the transition here and let's go over Active Directory basics. I'll just post this link. Oh, you're doing your SQL labs. Nice. SQL labs on like TryHackMe or somewhere else? TCM. Oh, yeah, you mentioned, right, for the cert. Yeah, you did mention that. My apologies, I forgot. That's good though. How are those SQLi labs though on the TCM's stuff? Because like here we did on TryHackMe under the web fundamentals one and pen testing. It was good, but I had to look for other ones because I wasn't satisfied. I was like, okay, there is a lot more left. So I started looking when the time comes. We are going to cover some of the port swinger ones, SQLi labs, and also there are a couple more free resources which people can use. Let me see. Security, Hacker 101. I have no idea. Future path. Okay, I'll look. There was one really good one which I like, and I found some good stuff. So maybe I can share that too. Okay, let's start with Active Directory basics, right? We were covering this before I went for a break, and we have to complete this so we can move forward with our penetration tester one. Yes, they give SQLi commands that works on their lab. Nice, yeah, that's good. That's good. I would love to see even like PWPA, right? PWPA labs SQLi. TCM. Challenger walkthrough. Okay, there's a basic one. Basic SQLi injection, blind SQLi's. Challenge is there. Second order SQLi. Okay, nice. Okay. Because I have couple of their stuff. Nice. Advanced web. Okay. I think I got some more stuff, but like, can you send the link of specifically the one you are covering? I would love to see how have it in my brain, in the background. You know, the most interesting thing I love is like their icons are the best in the industry. But if you want more commands, like you have to refer open sources. Oh yeah, 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 100%. I just love their artwork, like so interesting, so beautiful, just looking like a wow. Nice. No, I just love their stuff. So if you can send the link, that'll be doing it. I'm doing basic SQLi lab 2. Okay. Is there no? Which it's part of like which one? Advanced web hacking? No, PWPA certification you mentioned, right? Do you want PEH credit? Oh, hey Dhaval, yo, it's long time I haven't seen you. PBB. I would like I would love to, right? But right now I'm more focused on getting my PT1. So this is good. Practical bug bounty one. Okay. Practical bundles. Mobile network. Yeah. I remember because I loved the fact when you sent me the Linux one, the links in the Discord. I really liked it. I still have it. I remember that. Okay, injection attacks. Okay, yeah. So we were here, right? This is good. Like I like that they have like a proper injection ones and they are going over it through videos. The study material is called Practical Bug Bounty. Yeah, this one, right? So if anybody is wondering, one thing I was thinking, I will have the chat in future on Twitch and YouTube, like chat coming all together, so everybody can see what I'm talking about. Nice. Okay, that's good. That's good to know. Alrighty, but yeah, let's get some of this going. Okay, that's fine. So we were talking about our Active Directory basics, right? Because we were working towards our cybersecurity 101 path, and we completed. Let's take a good intro. So Windows domain we completed, and I was creating some of the nodes. Didn't get a chance to like do better on them, but I will. So we talked about some of the limitations Windows domain, that the service is called Active Directory, but like the server is the domain control server, right? Which has Active Directory on it. Also, a lot of people refer it to Active Directory server. And then we have a centralized identity management policies we can have. Then with Active Directory domain service, the core service. Let me make this also. Can I? Okay, here. We talked about objects. We talked about machine names. Um, and we did some hacking too, which was nice. And even in the Auxiliary, we talked about bloody AD and we talked about how objects work. Okay, it's just this left. Interesting. Okay, that's fine. Now, after domain controller, we did our machine, talked about Active Directory, machine security group, some of the common users in it, and we did some hacking. We took our own challenge in which we were trying to go to from admin inside Sophia's, I believe, the desktop environment to get the text or the text file, even though we didn't have the credentials. Technically, we didn't have the permission, so we found a way without just instead of just logging in with the credentials. So that's the recap. Now, Wrench, what's up, bro? Yo, yo, yo. How you doing? And here's the machine, so we'll start this machine as well. So now we are going to talk about task 5, managing computers in Active Directory, which I think is the main kind of the big use case of Active Directory by default. And this just want to make sure you guys can see it. I'm fine, man. How about you? Hacking in night? Yeah, hacking in the night. Because I'll tell you a little bit about what's going on in my life, right? So you guys know. And I'm sorry because I had to change my time. I was earlier early, but because my parents are here, right? As I mentioned, I want to spend the evenings with them because at night time at least they are like relaxed. They are just talking anyone in India, but now at least during the evening we can go for walks and stuff. Shriram, what's up, bro? Hello, how are you? How was your week with your Lovely, man. Thank you so much. How are you doing? The week was amazing. I'm very happy that my parents are here. This is the first time they are in Canada, so I'm very very happy about it. Thank you so much, man. Yeah. And that's the reason I changed the timings, and couple of people mentioned that because a lot of people are in India, this timing also works for them. I did a test one and it worked, so I'm happy doing this. But if you have like better suggestions, what would be a better timing? Let me know. I'm going to create a schedule soon, so I'm very much consistent. But just because ups and downs, it's hard right now. Oh, nice! That's awesome. Yeah, that's amazing. Thank you so much. And soon, yeah, I'm going to add. I'm just going to take some time and add certain better things to this, so you guys learn. And also, this month is over, right? And I believe Rabbit is the one who got like the most text, most chat around the whole month. So he will be getting whatever he like, hack the box or try hack me. But next month, right? I wanted to encourage for my own streaming, right? Creating a channel. Everyone, whoever is like the top chatter, right? Basically, who do the most messages in YouTube or Twitch, will get whatever subscription they like. Hack the box, try hack me, for on me for that month. So hopefully you guys enjoy, and just free giveaways will also be there. Who talks? So yeah, technically, who talks the most? Yeah. So because you know what, I was actually playing. Interestingly, I'll tell you, I was playing with the algorithm a bit. Looking through, if you, I'll show you something interesting. This is my analytics today, right? But if you guys go and every day I take a screenshot of this, how I did, what was the game, how things went, what things went well, what was the time where I got more interactions, I got more people like watching, right? Average viewer um, time. So if you go and see these analytics, right? So I realized over a period of time, this is like, let's say monthly, and I don't need to do it, I just want to do it. So let's see. Can I see? It's hard. But yeah, like basically I was going through and I saw that like the more engagement that comes, or like better viewership I got, was when people are chatting more, right? So YouTube's algorithm will put my video, my stream more in the search engine, a higher level, when there are more people chatting and I have better interaction going on. So that's what I learned. So hopefully, if anybody wants to go in future into streaming, useful for you guys. And yeah, you guys can see this is like takes time, right? Like this is so many days I had nothing like when I started. So now I have like 7 viewers. That's amazing. And engaged post, watch at 1200. It's crazy. I'm so happy. So right, like and hopefully I don't even have to do ads in future. I can just get sponsored, like things, and so nobody has to watch ads, and people can get free subscriptions and stuff. So that's the goal. Hack smarter streams come in front of the page. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, the past few streams, especially because you guys have been chatting more, so I've been getting way more views. So that's an interesting, right? Like, good to know thing. And I have enough, I'm making enough money that I can sponsor at least someone's education by, like, hack the box, try hack me, whatever you guys like. So I can keep doing that with in future, like every month chats and even giveaways if I get some bonus or something. So yeah, let's go chat more. Nice. So, but we have to hack more too, right? So, let's get going with managing computers in Active Directory Task 5 or our Windows Active Directory basics. I'll mention this again here. Okay. So, by default, all the machines, and let me know if you want me to increase this font size and anything ever. So, by default, all the machines that join a domain except for the domain controllers, basically the servers, will be put in the container called computers. So, which we'll see here. If we check our domain controller, we will see that some devices are already there. I am worried because after joining college, I will have class by this time. I am done. Oh, nice. Yeah, Shriram, don't worry. We can always like adjust the timings, right? But I know Indian colleges are very hard with the times. In Canada, we pick our own classes, so don't worry. We will always figure things out. We are a family, so we will figure things out. I'm not worried about it. So let's look at Active Directory. So we have this, and in here we got computers. And also, Wrench, how was it? Like, did you like this one? So I'll increase to large icons so you guys can. No, didn't work. Can I customize? 10 objects. Okay. Nope, not going to work. Okay, all good. But we see that there are like 10 computers: Philip, Sophie, Thomas, Claire, Daniel, blah blah blah, right? And these are probably servers: SRV, DB01, which is database, I believe, and Web01 will be the web server. Yeah, this one was good for learning Active Directory, but not good for learning to hack Active Directory itself. Yeah, I can see that because they are giving like it's like Linux fundamentals is teaching us Linux, but not hacking Linux or those type of things, which is fine because like for me, I don't have much knowledge of Active Directory, so this is a good one for me, I guess, right? Also, can you guys post in Discord any good Active Directory basics one, like fundamentals? So I have a strong fundamentals going forward. Okay, so we can see some servers, some laptops, and some personal computers corresponding to the users in our network. Having all of our devices there is not the best idea, since it's very likely that you want different policies for your servers and the machines that regular users use on a daily basis. The platform name is Try Hack Me. So that's funny. But yeah, while there is no golden rule on how to organize your machines, an excellent starting point is segregating devices according to their use. So basically, like logical grouping them based on what is used for what, which is, I guess, the best logical way. In general, you would expect to see devices divided into at least 3 of the following categories. Workstations. Workstations are one of the most common devices within Active Directory domain. Each user in the domain will likely be logging into a workstation, so they will be given a particular computer, right? If they come to the university or school or the office, they all will be given one computer at least. So that's the workstation. This is a device they will be used to do their work or regular normal browsing activities. These devices should never have a privileged user signed into them. Servers. Servers are the second most common device within an Active Directory domain. Servers are generally used to provide services to users or other servers. So database server, web server, so they are going to provide services to other users. Domain controllers. Domain controllers. Did you complete the Active Directory module from Try Hack Me? Not yet, not yet. So that's the goal, I guess. I'm back with black coffee. Nice. Yeah, actually, it's funny. I love black coffee. Like, I don't drink it much because my caffeine level is very low. I have worked very hard to get it low. Yeah, chalo, let's start. Nice. I like black coffee. That's one of my go-to moves. But like cold black coffee. Okay. Domain controllers. Domain controllers are the third most common device within an Active Directory domain. Domain controllers allow you to manage the Active Directory domain. So basically the server that manages the Active Directory. These devices are often deemed the most sensitive devices within the network as they contain hashed passwords for all user accounts within the environment. Nice. Since we are tidying up our Active Directory, let's create two separate organizational units for workstations and servers. And remember, one entity, one object can be under only one organizational unit. If a hacker manages to attack a computer with a Trojan or a worm, let me read here and make it bigger. Okay, so if a hacker manages to attack a computer with a Trojan or a worm, will the entire company be compromised? Depends. There's a free TCM course on YouTube about. Oh, okay, that's good to know. That's nice. We'll pin that so I remember. But that's good to know. Okay, so Sriram, here's the thing, right? I'll give you an example. Let's say, in India, right? How we have is, or even anywhere, right? We have, if you think about at your house, we have a tanker, right? Of water, right? The whole, right? For the whole, let's say a community or stuff. No, after doing some more stuff, then we can. Yeah, that's actually where I'm reaching. So in a tanker, it provides water to, let's say, 10 houses or whatever, how many I make. So let's say 6 houses, right? It provides water to 6 houses, H1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, what you are saying, hey, if somebody breaks one of the taps, right, or if somebody puts something in this, like a poison this connection, will everybody get affected? No. How will they get affected? If, let's say, somebody was able to not only poison this, yeah, but if you are aiming at the main system, yes. So like if somebody wants to like take down the whole system or whole water supply, they want to attack this main guy, which is like, in our case, this is our domain controller. This is our Active Directory server. So the question your one, if somebody, same thing, CH and anything. Yes, thank you. So if somebody attacks one connection, one tap, it will only affect that computer. But if they are able to get a privilege escalation, if they are able to escalate, or let's say, for example, instead of just poisoning one or creating a hole in one connection, they're able to insert something that crawled to other connections, other places. It poisoned the whole place, right? Like a worm or like another pipe or anything, right? And that is how they will do. So hopefully that answers it, right? Like in our case, house 1 or house 2 is basically a workstation, a laptop or server or a PC. Remove houses with these devices, endpoint devices, and the main tanker is our domain controller or Active Directory server. So if you are, and the way majority of the people do is they will find a unsecure workstation and then hit it. So sweet, that's good. That's awesome. That's a good question though. That's a good question indeed. Since we are tidying up our Active Directory, let's create organizational unit. Okay, so let's do that. or the domain controllers are already in an organizational unit created by Windows, we will be creating them directly under thm.local domain controller. In the end, you should have the following organizational unit structure. So we have thm local. Let's say there's thm local, and we have oh sorry, I clicked on the wrong one. THM local built-in computers domain controllers foreign 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. How many are here? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So workstations and server, that's what they're creating. That's all. So let's right click on this, new organizational unit. Let's create workstations. Workstation could be anything basically where people work from. So laptop, phone, even. Then would be servers, which provide a service. Okay, so we have this. Now move the personal computers and laptops to workstations organizational unit, and the servers to the server. Wait, hold up, sorry. Move the personal computer and laptop to this unit, and servers to the servers organizational unit from the computer's container. Doing so will allow you to configure policies for each organizational unit. Okay, that's good. So we have computers, add to group, do we have workstation? So let's check name. Oh no, add to group is different. I might. So can I just move it like this? Moving objects in Active Directory domain services can prevent your existing systems from working the way it was designed. For example, moving an organizational unit can affect the way that group policies are applied to the accounts within that. Yeah, move it. So I will select all these and I'll just move them. Okay, and I will select all these servers. This is like the way to do it, right? There is no extra way, just simple like this. So nothing is inside computers anymore. Everything is under workstation. On YouTube they have a free ones. Oh, okay. Wait, free ones like courses, right? After organizing the available computers, how many ended up in organizational unit? So 7, right? Like SOC 101. Can you post the links if possible here, or even like here, or even in Discord? That'll be great. I can just give you the Discord here. But I think Active Directory is something I would love to spend more time on. I feel it will be worth it. Ashwin, greetings, brother. How are you? Oh, I did it in the Discord. Thank you so much, man. Ashwin, good morning, boss. How are you doing? So we are 7 here, is our answer. And is it recommendable to create separate organizational unit for servers and workstations? Yay or nay? I would love to hear some answers, lads. Yay or nay? Yay or nay? Some water. Holy, it's hot today. Good evening, good evening. I'm good too, man. Very happy to see everyone here. I was missing streaming, you know. I honestly miss streaming. I honestly miss talking to you guys every day. It's so good to have a chat. It's a whole other family. Having a community is just nicest thing in this world. Able to chat with people, and we can talk, share stuff. It's amazing. Hopefully you guys are enjoying. Hopefully you had a great weekend too, right? Yay! Yeah, that's it. Righto. Thanks, Wrench. See if it is correct. Nope. 3, 2, 1. Come on, dude. Come. No. Yeah. Why is it taking so long? Nice. Thank you so much, Wrench. So far we have organized users and computers in organizational. It would be because of the security reasons. Yes. Yo, CH, I got a Tel group where I got all the cyber certs material for free except the cert itself. Oh, really? Wow. Is this Windows Server? Actually, this is Active Directory, boss. This is Active Directory. This is the link. Windows Active Directory Basics for Try Hack Me. This is a free room, so you guys can follow along. Yo, so you got a Telegram group where I got all the cybersecurity certs material for free. That's good. That's crazy good. Nice. Dude, we need we need certain good resources, because especially if people are not able to, like, certain resources like OSCP is so expensive. So it's good if you can, like, share. If anybody wants, they can probably ask me. I will ask Idor if you can't pay for a particular resource and you need help. Thank you so much for sharing that, Idor. Thank you. Okay, now let's talk about group policies. Group policies is important. The reason I'm saying it, because Try Hack Me in December, there is an event called Advent of Cyber. But at the end of the day, yes, sir. Yep. Yeah. Actually, it's so funny. Piracy. We'll do a chat about. Remind me. We'll talk about piracy here. We have to pay for the cert from the vendor. Yeah, just not the material. Well, so what I was saying about group policies, right? Try Hack Me every year in December releases something called Advent of Cyber event, in which you do challenges, and every single answer you give gives you what's this called, a ticket, and with those tickets you probably get a chance to win various prizes and swags. Group policies was a very important thing they mentioned during those whole Advent of Cyber, like 2-3 tasks had about group policies and how to exploit them. Let's create a Discord channel pilling the valuable resources. Yeah. Those tickets are useless. Almost, yes. Almost, yes. Very few people win it. Like, after, like, I think millions of people, like, your chance is so less, right? It's crazy. Interesting thing though, the hard parts of those challenges are fun though. But it's okay. Whoever do Advent of Cyber, right? I know, even if Try Hack Me doesn't give you guys anything, I would love to do a challenge, and maybe we can together do it. Together we'll do it. I will give some prizes away if I get some good pay by then. Okay. And the secret challenges oh yeah, secret challenges, that's one thing I would love to do in my Discord, because I want to learn secret challenges. Those are so hard. Group policies. So far, we have organized users and computers in organizational units just for the sake of it. Check your Discord. Yeah, sounds good. I will check my Discord here. I will check my Discord after like this, boss. Thank you so much, though. Thank you so much. Okay, but the main idea behind this is to be able to deploy different policies for each organizational unit individually. What it means is, let's say, if we have all the computers, all the people inside marketing, they should not have access to any of the Linux machines or anything, because marketing people, by default, they won't be using Linux, right? They will be using something called Mac, a Mac OS or a Windows one, right? And they should not have access to like any technical cloud related stuff. That way, so it's very easy to do some group policies, create a group of them through organizational unit. That way, we can push different configurations and security baselines to users depending on their department. HR, IT, those stuff. Even teams, DevOps, front end, back end engineer, right? Windows manages such policies through Group Policy Objects, GPO. GPO are simply a collection of settings that can be applied to organizational units. GPOs can contain policies aimed at either users or computers, allowing you to set a baseline on specific machines and identities. Okay, so basically, a policy you can apply to a bunch of group, right? Can contain policies aimed at either users or computers. To configure GPUs, you have to use Group Policy Management tool available at the start of the menu, in the start menu. So Group Policy Management. So thank you so much, Idor, for sharing that. Especially, one interesting thing I will tell. So piracy we will talk about, but another one thing I wanted to mention, which is I didn't realize how big of a thing it was till I moved to Canada. A lot of companies, let's say, they will make a medicine, like for example, let's say cancer treating medicine, right? They will not. Yeah, GPM can be used to set up group passwords length, and yeah, that's what they did with the reset password. Every time you log in, you can change the password. Yeah, but sorry, what I was mentioning is, let's say American companies, or like in North America, what some companies do, they will create, let's say, coronavirus medicine, right, and put it at $100 per person. Or for cancer, they will do something like this. Very expensive. Not everybody can afford it. But here, because of governments and all those, people are able to get. In India, there is a thing that if medicine is super expensive, Indian companies can copy paste their formula and create their own version and sell it to the people. And the American companies said, we were like, they don't care, because those Indians, or like third world countries, are not part, like their consumer base is not rich enough for them. So that's like, with education too, a lot of people in India, they don't care about Indian ones, because, or like, a lot of people don't care because they know they will be able to get corporates to pay so heavy fees, like OSCP, such an expensive one. If they just create individual OSCP prices, so good. And yeah, that's why piracy is a thing and will remain a thing. It's coming back. I will talk about piracy coming back. Such a good video I saw. But okay, let's not get distracted, because I'll have so many things I would love to chat all the time. The first thing you will see when opening it, Control C, Control P. Yeah, that's. Have you seen that keyboard, Control C, Control V keyboard? Somebody even put it on Shark Tank, I think. Uh, do they say? Is there an Amazon? See this? $36. It's crazy. $36 for what? Holy. $25, $29. That's crazy, bro. I can get like two of these. I can get proper good ones for $36, man. That's hilarious. People buy it. Yeah, in gaming too. If buying is not owing, then piracy is not. That's true. That's the line I wanted to say. Yes. Yeah, RGB ones too. Yeah, bro. Nintendo is the one going to get killed though. I feel like soon, very soon, they will realize. Because their Nintendo Switch 2 is the worst. Like honestly, like for owning, the worst thing I have seen right now. And so many other games are doing it, right? So let's get back. Let's get back, because we'll talk about that later. So the first thing you will see when opening it is your computer's complete organizational unit hierarchy as defined before. Okay, so when we open, let's say, default domain policy, we talk about controllers policy, group policy objects. Okay, GPOs are linked to organizational units. GPOs are created here. So group policy objects. To configure group policies, you first create a group policy under GPO under group policy objects, and then link it to organizational unit you want the policies to apply. So you create one policy and attach it. As an example, you can see there are some already existing GPOs in your machine, like RDP policy, which is remote desktop protocol. So who should be able to, or which workstation you should be able to remotely log in. That's actually a good thing to mention. So if I have group policy, I have these. Let me make it bigger. That's what she said. So we have RDP policy. So it's applied to the whole location and authenticated users. Enforced no, link enabled yes. Okay. Default, no. THM path domain controllers. Okay. There is none for a specific organizational unit, like specific one. Okay, we can see in the image above the three GPOs have been created. For those, the default domain policy and RDP policy are linked to try hack me local domain. So the whole everything in the whole domain we have as a whole. The default domain controller policy is linked to domain controller's organizational unit. Something important to have in mind is that any GPO will apply to the linked organizational unit and any sub organizational unit under it. For example, sales organization unit will still be affected by default domain policy. Basically, we have, let's say, domain controller here. I like to use blue for this. Domain controller, let's say this will be applied to like all the we have in the domain controller. We have IT or tech, then we will have back-end engineers, front-end engineers, and in back-end we will have, let's say, DevOps. Let's say, don't get mad at me, and let's say Java. So if a policy is applied to IT or domain controller, they will also be applied to DevOps or Java people or anyone here because they are under the same roof. A way I like to think of it, right, is that who all, like, let's say if the sun is shining and somebody has an umbrella, very bad umbrella, but let's say somebody has an umbrella, who all will get the shadow? Anybody who all under it will get the shadow. Will this shadow is like a policy, it will be applied to all them. Just a way I like to think sometimes. Tree structure, yeah, tree like structure, yes, boss. So let's examine the default domain. Everyone under it, yup, everyone under it. Everyone under who is getting it, like, will get it. Thank you, boss. So let's examine the default domain policy to see what's inside a GPO. The first tab you will see when selecting a GPO shows its scope, which is where the GPO is linked to the Active Directory. For the current policy, we can see that it has only been linked to try hack me local domain. So let's look here. First is the scope and then display links in this location. So same thing for us. Can we change it? So we can say all sites, all those stuff. Okay. And this is easier to see. I think this is bigger, right? So scope, and we can see where it is linked. The following site domains and organizational units are linked to this GPO. So if I have to add, can I add file options? No. Actions, view, no. All sites, no. Okay. So I think it has to be done during the making time, right? As you can see, maybe it should be applied later on, but I don't know. As you can see, you can also apply security filtering to the GPOs so that they are only applied to specific users' computers under an organizational unit. By default, they will apply to the authenticated users group, which includes all users and personal computers. Okay. So security filtering to the GPOs, let's apply. Security filtering, we have authenticated users. If we can add, let's say if I want to add Sophie. So Sophie, it will be applied to Sophie at THM local. And we can see in the settings, it's generating a report. Okay. You can also apply security filtering to GPO so that they are only applied to specific users or computer under an organizational unit, by default, they will. So basically, let's say remote desktop policy RDP should be applied to all the tech people, but even in tech, only to, let's say, UI UX developers. Don't want to you don't want DevOps engineers to be able to log in remotely because they have a lot of important controls which can lead to hacks. By default, they will apply to authenticated users group, which includes all users and PCs. Okay, so everyone that's authenticable. Where was it? Security filtering. So anti-authority authenticated users. So the setting can apply only to these computers, and then Sophie, which we just added, this particular user. The settings tab includes the actual contents of the GPU and lets you know what specific configuration it applies. As stated before, each GPU has configuration that apply to computers only and configuration that apply to users only. So in this case, default domain policy only contains computer related configuration. Okay. Computer, no settings are defined for user one. And let's say this one, computer only is shown. Users is enabled, but there is no setting applied. Okay. Kind of hard to understand. I think if you guys, once you log in and after this or during this time, just go create this and able to see, might help a lot. Feel free to explore the GPU and expand on the following available items using the show links on the right side of each configuration. In this case, the default domain policy indicates really basic configuration that should apply to most domains, including password, account, lockout policies. Okay. So let's look at this. So links, nothing. Details, so owner, okay, unique ID is this. So let's see the policies, security settings, account and password policy. So every computer, 24 passwords remembered. So I don't know if you have set this up on Google. Let's say if you forgot a password and you go for a new login and they say, okay, your current password cannot be same as your old password. So I think that's what it's saying. Remember last 24 passwords so they don't come back. Maximum password age 42 days. So after every 42 days you have to change it. Minimum 1 day. So you have to, if you changed it, you should only be able to change it again after 1 day. Password length minimum 7. Password must meet complexity requirements enabled. Store password using reversible encryption. This is important. Reversible encryption, that's good. That's good stuff. Account logout threshold 0, invalid logon or attempts. Okay. And some policies. So these are interesting things. So you guys can go because these Kerberos one, that's a protocol used in Active Directory. There is a lot of attacks related to it too. And certifications, nice. Okay. So since this GPO applies to the whole domain, any change to it would affect all computers. Let's change the minimum password length policy to require users to have at least 10 characters in their password. Yeah, that's why people steal NTLM hashes. Yeah. Now it is making sense based on what with the Rabbit we were hacking. So now it makes sense. I miss Rabbit too. It's so nice. To do this, right click on GPU and select edit. Okay, wait. Right click on this one and edit. You know what? We will have fun. We will have some fun here. So computer configuration, policies, computer configuration. Okay, let's see what they want next. Edit. This will open a new window and navigate, edit all the available configurations. To change the minimum password, you have to go to computer configuration, policies, Windows settings, security setting, account policies, password policy. Okay. I accidentally closed that one. Okay, open this. So we are here, Windows setting. Okay, Windows setting and then security settings, password policy, and then now here, what changes should I make, lads? You tell me. Should I make a minimum password length to, like, let's say 1? Do you want me to do that? Should we try that? Or should we say like 12, like the way it says? What's your call? Maybe apply 2. 12. Make 100. No. Okay, I'll do 12. I'll do 12 because I have to enter the passwords in future, so I'm not doing 100. Make it 12. Okay, roger that. Okay, as you can see, plenty of policies cannot be established. What is the maximum? Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. Hold up, there is an answer. So 0 is minimum, no password required. But 14 is maximum. Must be, oh sorry, like maximum for, like, or the minimum length, maximum of the minimum length. That's 14. That's actually a good question. That's good to know. Nice, nice. Same with password remembering, how much you can go. Wait, hold up. No, 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 no. I think I saw something. So 24, okay, is the maximum here. Can I change if I, let's say, go with like 120? No. So I tried with 120, but goes to 14 as max. That's a good to know thing. As you can see, plenty of policies can be established in a GPO. While explaining every single one of them would be impossible in a single room. Do feel free to explore a bit, as some of the policies are straightforward. If more information on any of the policies is needed, you can double click on them and read the explain tab of each. Okay, so let's say if I go on this policy and then go view help, if we didn't set or check the length, it might cause buffer overflow. Hold up, so if we didn't set or check the length of, like, you mean the minimum length here? Oh, we have explain here. Default is 7 on domain controllers and 0 on standalone. If we didn't set or check the length, oh, for the password length, if we do not set any minimum length, it might cause buffer overflow. How would it cause buffer overflow? Because if we do it 0, it will just let us log in anywhere we want, right? Because there won't be a password set. Or am I understanding wrong? I just learned something. It's vulnerable. Oh, okay. If we don't set it up, it can cause buffer overflow. Let's look. Setup. Maybe there is a dynamic allocation of memory for password. Minimum password. Security now. They often claim that there is no reason to limit the users to character. A user can use their password and they can create a account for website. Okay. Would be a problem. Okay. Oh. So that's how it could create buffer overflow. If, like, it creates like such a big one that hash of that could create issue. When you say that the maximum number, oh, it's fine. These two are already out. Like these are already on my LinkedIn, so I'm okay with that. I only use them for my what's this called? Applying for jobs. So I'm okay with that one. That's why I have this specific one, this specific Google's. If you, I don't know, you guys can't see my taskbar right now, but I can share quickly something. So I have set up a specific one. After that, we can take control of which process to execute next. Oh, okay. Can you send the link? Professional work, we can. Yeah, but this for people who don't know, I have a specific like profile for this one for streaming. For different things, I have like different setups. I do have some security in place. Probably can be better, but just in case. Oh yeah, I didn't even transition, so people don't know. Never mind. All good. You can even like just reach out to me, or even if anybody wants any reference, even if I did a little bit work with you any project, that's the idea I give anyone. Which just says my full name. Or what I was saying. Can you send a limit is recommended simply to avoid exhausting resources on server. Without a limit, an attacker could call the login point with an extremely large password, say a gigabyte. Let's ignore whether it's practical to send it or not. You could send around 10 megabytes. Any work the server needs to do on the password will now be that much more expensive. This applies not just to password hashing, but every level of processing to reassemble the packets and get them to the application. Memory usage on the server also increased considerably. Okay. This may not be security issue in the sense the password data leakage, but crippling a service by DOS or crashing definitely. Okay. So there is something interesting about it. Shriram, can you please send me like the link of the specific one you were talking about related to buffer overflow? That'll be great. Please and thank you. Okay, but as we were talking about the explain one, so if people didn't see, if you go on this policy, go on explains and you will see whatever is needed. And GPO distribution. Thank you so much, man. And then we have GPO distribution. GPOs are distributed to the network via network share called sysvol, okay, which is stored in the domain controller. All the users in a domain should typically have access to this share over the network to sync their GPOs periodically. The sysvol share points by default to the Windows sysvol directory on each of the domain controllers in our network. So we can see everyone's policy if we are able to see. Okay, let's see. If I open this guy, C drive Windows with sysvol, so I can see because they will be sharing policies here. So I should be able to see things, right? Like I should be able to see what other people have for policies as a user. And can I then maybe use that as a way to attack? In the sense, what I'm thinking, let's say, if I'm a university student, right? And there is the university's president. We both share the same domain controller, and we both have different group policies, right? I have my GPU, GPS. Oh, 0 days. Thanks for the follow, man. Thanks for the follow, bro. I'm tired. So we have GPO for students, and then GPO for C-suite people or the executives, right? So now I'm thinking, if I'm able to see the GPO like password policy, let's say they need to have a 14 character or something, right? Or if they have like a smaller one, I don't even have to check. I can just I can start doing some hacking. Let's say start doing even just brute force with minimum as 14 characters, right? Don't have to start from 12. If I can see this policy, what do you think, lads? Is that possible? Let's search. So if I go to hacking, okay, we'll take this thread which is about. Okay, so if as a student I am part of same domain controller as the president of the university, can I look at the group policies they have? Explain in brief as. Okay, let's see. Oh, it's doing a pro search. Okay. If you are a student on the same domain controller as the university, you typically cannot view the configurations unless you have been given special permissions. So the system will sync, but they won't be able to like look at these things. By default, standard users in an Active Directory domain cannot see group policy objects or their detailed setting using group policy management tools. Okay. I don't think you can, or at least you shouldn't be able to, yeah. The reason I was thinking, because I was like, you know, if people are, this is like, if all the share points by default, right, are already like using it, this is a shared network drive, right, and they are trying to like sync their GPUs, so I should be able to see it maybe, but I will only have access to mine. Now I think about it, I will only have access to mine, nobody else's. So good to know. So once a change has been made to any GPU, it might take up to 2 hours for computers to catch up. If you want to force any particular computer to sync its GPU immediately, there's always the way to run the following command, and it's gp update /force. Okay, nice to know. Here you go, lads, enjoy. So we can GP update it by force, same as like refresh or like update your computer. Creating some GPOs for TryHackMe. As a part of our new job, we have been tasked with implementing some GPOs to allow us to block non-IT users from accessing the control panel, make workstations and servers lock their screen automatically after 5 minutes of user inactivity to avoid people leaving their sessions exposed. Beautiful. Those are very practical things they have given, right? So let's see. So how I can make sure people are not able to see control panel. Let's focus on each of those and define what policies we should enable in each GPU and where they should be linked. Okay, restrict access to control panel. We want to restrict access to control panel across all machines to only the users that are part of IT department. Users of other departments should not be. Okay, let's create a new GPO. Restrict control access, control panel access. Open it for editing. For we want this GPO to apply to specific users. We will look under user configuration. Okay. Do you guys get like what we are about to do? Basically, a user should not be. CH, do you do hacking in your day job too? No, not hacking. I do like more. So my main job is two parts to my main job. First, I'm a front end developer. I play with things like Material UI. which is related to React creating good designs for users, business users specifically, right? And then another thing I do is look into like the security aspects of it. Like for example, there is a text box, right? Can users, what things users should be allowed or not, some regex, and even like related to, let's say, if I have created a text box, is cross-site scripting, yeah, that's what I was about to say, is that allowed or not? Because a lot of users, a lot of front-end developers don't know about those things. So that's my strong point there. CSRF2, yeah. So I make sure those things are not there, or are at least getting, what's it called, sanitized before even I send it to the backend. So that's what two things I do. My main job more is about creating things that other people can use, and sometime once it's done, I do this. But I want to like I also have a part-time job where I am a DevOps engineer managing cloud resources for a company. But yeah, that's a very like less amount of hours I put in. But that's just a part-time job because I like playing with servers for some reason. It's just so fun to see black and white screen. I don't know if people are able to relate. I love seeing black and white screen, especially green and black screen, which is transparent a bit. So yeah, that's hopefully helps you guys understand. Yeah, nerd. Yeah. Actually, this is what it is, right? Like, the first thing I did was do this to my computer. I just love the fact this is like a transparent a bit and like green in color. I just love it. I'm a big nerd in that case. I got my own issues in these ways. Like I right now I'm wearing this a free T-shirt right now from one of this, and like I got it 2-3 years ago. I don't care about my clothes, but I feel these things I keep it top. Yeah, exactly. Remind me. So two things you guys have to remind me. One is regarding the piracy. Second is regarding the metrics. I will show something very interesting. You guys can show to other people. Okay. So let's talk about. This will be done soon, I believe. So let's complete this fast. Since we want the GPU to apply to specific users, we want to do this. Okay, so first we do, following. Okay, we will look under user configuration for following policies. Okay, so first let's create a GPU, new, restrict control panel access. I have to watch. I haven't watched metrics though. I want to watch that one day. So user configuration. Let's say edit here. We go to user configuration, policies, Windows setting. Where they set it. I think you should check CTF time. There are many web app CTF. Yeah, I actually did. Pickle Rick was a very easy one. But that is one of my favorite ones because I was able to do Pickle Rick very fast. And I did some of the. Okay. So I also did like some of the port singer ones, which were easy because I use Postman 2 a lot. My team and I do CTF. They are fun to do. Sure. If you can send me, I would love to do some specific related to front end. That'll be fun. I would love to. Let me know anything you guys recommend me to do. I would love to try those things. I love, especially from coming from you guys. It's like you guys know me very well, so it's good to learn from you guys and do things you want me to do because you know my level and I can try different things. Okay. So administrative templates, control panel, prohibit access to control panel and PC setting. Okay. So it won't be in Windows, it's in administrative templates, control panel. Prohibit access to this, configure, okay. Comment supported enabled. Should I do not configure enable? Notice we have enabled the prohibit access policy. Once the GPU is configured, we will need to link it to all the organizational unit corresponding to users who shouldn't have access to control panels for their PCs. In this case, we will link marketing, management, and sales by dragging GPUs to each of them. Okay, so let's enable this. Okay, so this is good. So now, I think now if I go back, so now can I refresh? So we have the policy, administrative, control panel. Rover! Yo, what's up? My man is back. He's on Twitch Labs. Rover has been supporting me so much. Everybody say hi to Rover. How you doing, Rover? Ben, my man. Okay, we were talking about this though. So edit. Wrench said yo. You guys are great, man. I was missing you, Ben. I forgot what I was about to say. Do also. So we have, sorry. So let's do this. Once the GPU is configured, we will do organizing. So we will go management. So we'll start linking them. Yeah, everybody, Ben, everybody's saying hi to you. Thanks a lot. So we'll go to scope, location. This setting in this GPU can only apply to the following groups. Okay, and then let's say if I do marketing. If I check name market, no. So we go to links THM local. Okay, I need a little bit help here, I guess then. So if I go to THM marketing, group policy wizard, new organization, view properties. Link an existing GPU. So restrict, okay. So I have then sales. So I have these two lads and then maybe management. They shouldn't have access to. Link an existing GPU, restrict, okay. Okay, so okay. So we have it like this now, management, marketing and stuff, sales. So now we have auto lock screen, which will be about for first GPU regarding screen locking for workstation and server. We could directly apply it over workstations, servers and domain controllers because there is no like sales or anything we have to apply. We just apply to every single thing. While this solution would work, an alternative consists of simply applying the GPU to the root domain, basic domain controller, and we want the GPU to affect all the computers, so everything below. So from the root domain controller to the whole tree. Since the workstations and domain controllers all child of organizational unit of root domain, they will inherit its policies. Because domain controller, workstation and server come under domain controller. Oh no, wait, these are all three different computer ones. Okay. So let's say if I create a new one, auto lock. Oh, thank you so much for subs, man. Yo, you have to stop doing that though. So, people on YouTube who don't know what's going on is Rover just subscribed for 5 months in a row and he gifted a sub. A sub is basically you are paying like a Netflix subscription you pay. Even though mine is free, he just kind of likes to help me with that. So thank you so much, Robert. He is the one who is supporting this. CH, do some Pico CTF that have fun. Oh yeah, Pico CTF. I've seen the Discord too. I think it's in my Discord as well. Let's check. But Pico CTF is a good one. I think one of the top hackers also, all a bunch of them started with Pico CTF. Not here. Not here. Not here. I have so many servers, I should start clearing them. Team Caffeine, no. Yeah, I think I deleted that one. Oh, nice. Yo, nice, bro. That's good. That clutter would give me a stroke. I will clean this. There is certain ones which are personal. Certain, I think, like I will get out. There is like this one at one time. This was my favorite one, Catan one. I used to play so much Catan every day. Holy man, holy. That's why it's a clutter. You will be on the top though, Wrench. I trust in you. I believe in you. Okay, so let's talk about this and complete this task first. Also, we want to. Okay, so we have this note. You might notice that in our GPU applied to the root domain, this will also be inherited by other organization unit like sales, marketing, since they all are under the same thing, right? Any computer configuration in our GPU will be ignored by them. Let's create a GPU auto lock screen. The policy to achieve, we want it to be located as security options, interactive login, machine inactivity limit, and security settings, local policy, security. Okay. So I created this auto lock, edit. It will be around computers, Windows, security. Where was it? Security. No, sorry, I have to go back. Security options under something. Account local policies. Okay. This is crazy good that they have so many things already configured. Interactive logon. Where is it? Machine activity. This would be like just below the domain member one. Okay. Okay, machine inactivity. And we put as 300 seconds. That will be 5 minutes. Okay. And now this is applied to the whole domain. Link an existing GPU. Auto lock. Beautiful. So we will set the inactivity limit to 5 minutes so that the computers get logged automatically, blah blah blah. Root domain and stuff. Can you also set the time? Yeah, like I can set the time, right? You want me to change it? I can do it by settings. I mean, between this and this time. Oh, let's look. Can I create a GPU in Active Directory so no machine is on during 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. Let's see. Because some attackers attack when the users are not on the system. Yeah. That actually is a good point. That's true. How to achieve scheduled shutdowns via GPO or wake them up. However, you can use GPO to deploy a scheduled task to all target machines that automatically runs a shutdown command on their desired time. Create a new GPO and link it to appropriate. Okay. So preferences, control panel settings, scheduled tasks. So we can create a script to shut it down and we can apply a GPO. So let's say if I do edit, policies, where was it? User configuration, okay, preferences and control panel. Preferences, control panel settings, okay, schedule task, new, okay, name run. So I can create a script here basically, like a shutdown.exe script. Arguments will be this. Power on machines at 5 a.m. Windows do not provide a built-in way to. Okay. So that's actually a good one. So users can come log in by themselves, but I can shut it down whenever I like. But there is also like one more thing I will tell you guys. There is called a magic packet to turn on a computer. I believe there is a magic packet to turn on a computer if I remember. Wake on LAN, that's probably the name. Magic packet is the core of Wake on LAN feature which lets you remotely power a computer. So we can do both, but it won't be like a specific like a simple policy. Hopefully that answers your question, Wrench. So once the GPU has been applied to the correct organizational units, you can log in as the user in either marketing, sales, or management for verification. Let's connect with RDP as Mark. Okay, copy this. I want to create. Oh, nice. Thank you, nice. Change account settings, lock. Oh, sign out. Let's sign out. I want to sign in as a different user. Okay, sign me out like it removed me or no. Okay. What I can do it through here. But you know, interesting thing. There has been so many cases where hackers just like to see other people's do whatever they're doing. Just have that remote desktop thing going on. Start hacking the system from Linux box. Yeah. So we have when connecting via RDP, use THM mark as the users, blah blah blah. Okay. So I think the name is X free RDP. I think that's the name. Yeah, X free RDP. Is it installed? Okay, it's installed. So now we have X free RDP command to log in. Username, password, and IP address. Okay. -u mark -p and password I think is given here, so we'll use this guy. Marketing 21 blackjack, and then the IP is damn, it's more than an hour we started streaming. I didn't realize it. Coming, what's going on? Oh, I have to give the port to or no? Invalid sige failed at index 1 dash u. Okay. Can you ping the IP? Oh, that's a good call. Three received, zero packet loss. So yes, I think I'm just using the command wrong. That's the only thing. X3 RDP username password dash v. Error. Okay, now we are logged in. So if I have mark and I have this to be THM, then the password will work. I have to copy the password again. We did a good amount of learning, I guess, today. That's goody good. Come on, dude. Okay, M for RK 3T 1NG dot 21. Okay, so we are able to. Now if I, let's say I can change the password or anything, what it wants me to check. Oh, maybe it will auto lock if in like next 5 minutes. I don't want to wait for that long. Check the left side thing. This one, what's the left side like? This thing? Oh yeah, for copy paste. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. Yeah, I should have. Thanks, man. So let's complete this. I think by the time we complete that, this it would be good. If you're trying, if we try opening the control panel, we should get a message indicating that this operation is denied by the administrator. You can also wait 5 minutes to check the screen. Okay. So you know what? One thing I want to do quickly. First, I will go and I have the group policies. I want to change the auto lock to like only, let's say, 30 seconds because I don't want to wait for that long. Policies, Windows setting, security policy, and I think it was under it might even be auto locked by now. So if I, where was it? Account, no, local, right? Local policies. Damn, I remember these things. Okay. Security options, and then let's put 30 seconds, right? Apply. So first let's open the control panel. So operation is not has been cancelled due to restriction effect on this computers. Please contact your system administrator. Okay, and let's wait 30 seconds and this should work. And then since we didn't apply the control panel GPU on IT, we should be able to log in to the machine as of any of the users and access those things. And if you created or linked the GPU but for some reason it didn't apply it, so GP update force to force the GPU. Okay, so let's do that as well. I have just found this site. I used it in a one second. Okay, what's that? So I have only just found this site and used it. Used it a bit, but it seems very nice. Shared it on your Discord. Oh, okay. Thank you, bro. Let's see. Oh, LabX. Ooh, this is nice. Yo, thank you. I'll share it here as well. You guys, let me know how is this site, and thanks to Robert, we have this. Oh, we have pandas too. That's a Python one. NumPy. So we have AI related stuff and Kali Linux, React, I can, let's quickly look. Events, React hooks. Nice. 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 Yo, this is good stuff. Thanks, bro. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. It's so crazy. There are so many good websites out there in the wild. We don't know about it. I need to create like a good one, like a good GitHub for it. So many good websites. Thanks, bro. Thank you so much, Ben. And let's look. This hasn't been logged yet. I don't know why. Oh, GP update. CMD will be useful. Yeah. So GPO update force or something else. Yeah, we should create a repo about these. Like probably I can create a markdown file to help with these things. GP update, okay, not GPO update. Okay. Yeah, that'll be like a easy and good thing to do is like create a repo about it. Okay, let's see if we can force it. Updating the policy. Let's see if the 30-second policy now applies because earlier it didn't get applied. Okay, it has been completed. So let's wait 30 seconds. Note, if we create and link the GPUs, okay, do that. What is the name of the network share used to distribute GPUs to domain machines? You guys have to answer that. Can a GPU be used to apply settings to users and computers? You guys need to answer that too. And we have authentication methods we can do tomorrow because Kerbos is a good thing to learn. Trees, forest, and trust. Okay, I think yeah, these two things we can complete tomorrow, both of them. We will get a chance. So yay for first one. Let's see. I'll say for second one. Thank you. Thanks, Shriram. So, Laz, what's the answer for the first one? It's the system volume. What's the word? 6-letter words. I'd love to hear. Network share name. This is the one I was saying. If I have access to mine one and my and president, I should have. Should be. Are you asking me? Yes, sir. What is the name of the network share used to distribute GPUs to domain machines? Everyone. Is a system volume. If you know the answer, like, share, subscribe. Boom. So the answer, it's okay if you don't remember this. To give you, it was, yeah, system volume, yes. Or sysvol. Yes, sir. Thank you. This is the shared drive which will have all our policies set up. So if we go here, local, Windows, if we go up here, sysvol. I don't know if you guys can see, probably not, but sysvol, and it has inside there is also sysvol, which will create our THMs or basically our domains, all the policies. Now you see there are like how many? 5. Earlier there were 3. I did remember the system volume, but what was the short form is I forgot. Yeah, no worries, man. We don't have to remember the names, right? Just jogging our memory that why it was used for what. So that's good if as long as you remember that. So lads, let's cover this tomorrow. Authentication methods and trust forest and stuff. But 2 things that we wanted to talk about, right? One was regarding piracy. Second, I forgot, right? But I think piracy, I can give you a good answer for this. How stupid piracy at this point is. Matrix, yes. this is just for fun. We are doing a piracy thing. I'm just saying it's for fun. I have a really good video. I think ABC, ACG, Swifty. There would be some harsh words. There would be some harsh words in this.
If you lay a finger on...
Okay, and let me remove this guy.
Travis, I swear to God, I will fucking destroy you.
Cassidy, what are you doing?
Meet Cassidy. Her friends worry that she has developed a cult-like obsession with Taylor Swift.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with being a Swiftie. And it's not a cult.
Cassidy's friends say ever since the Eras tour, she's shown a noticeable shift in her behavior.
One time she tried to bite me because I was listening to a Taylor Swift song, but it wasn't Taylor's version.
If you don't stream Taylor's version, she doesn't get the money.
Does she not already have enough money?
Those flights to see Travis ain't cheap, honey.
Yeah, well, those flights are destroying the environment, so.
So what? She may be destroying the environment, but she's building something that transcends global warming. True love.
Bro, like, so many of these are fighting that they are not able to fuel or buy the latest jet because of piracy. They are not able to buy their latest $25 million jet. That's legit the piracy case right now. Woke versus science. Dude, it's crazy. Like, it's just so funny the way she says
The money.
Does she not already have enough money?
Those flights to see Travis ain't cheap, honey.
Yeah, well, those flights are destroying the environment, so.
So what? She may be destroying the environment, but she's building something that transcends global warming. True love.
Cassidy's friends claim that her behavior is often embarrassing.
No! I just got this motherfucker listening to Kanye West!
Cassidy, leave him alone. You're being a bitch right now.
I'm not being a bitch! I'm just in my reputation era! And just so you know, mister, Taylor Swift could buy Kanye West and still have 700 million left for herself.
I don't know what a Swiftie is, but if a white bitch says something to me like that again, I'm gonna swiftly knock her ass out.
If you...
Just saying, if I'm not wrong, you can't buy anyone, and that was abolished like couple centuries ago. So just another thing I want to put out, that no, Taylor Swift cannot buy Kanye West. Yeah, dude. just want to share what piracy is like, and I think interesting thing what's going on too, right? Most important thing to even do piracy. You know what is the piracy at the core? The most important thing to even to have piracy possible is trust. The only reason Netflix became Netflix because whoever wanted to see, let's say, the latest movie or stuff, instead of paying $10 per movie, right? They were like, hey, we will just download it from somewhere, and they were tolerating it. They were tolerating that, oh, we are downloading it for free, even though sometimes there was virus, sometimes there was it wasn't the right audio, the quality wasn't good, blah blah blah. They were tolerating instead of paying $10 a movie. That's why risk to reward ratio changed through the service of yes, Ben, 100%. Because Netflix, what they did is like, hey, you don't have to tolerate anymore, and this will be so cheap. It was like, I think $6, $7, right? $7 a month, no need. Like at your home, you can stream in high quality, whichever audio you want, blah blah blah. But now with so much streaming wars going on, and Netflix increasing its price, every single one of them increasing its price, piracy is coming back. That's one. Second, for gaming also, it's a big thing now. Because people paying for the games, they don't own it. Like, I think that, what was the initiative name? Do you guys remember? I will still pirate even if they gave it for me. Yeah. I love that education will soon be free or next to free due to some of the options and tech aiding. True, yeah. Yeah. I'll just put it here now. I think we are done for the day in this part. Okay. Oh, the game passes? Yeah. I love this line. I love the education will soon be free or next to free due to some of the options and tech aiding. Yes. And with like these gaming things, right, going on with the Game Pass and so you pay so much money, and you have to pay for some extra extension pack. They like my friend legit paid for the Nintendo's like Mario Kart, right? And then you have to pay another $30 after paying $100 for Mario Kart. You have to pay $30 for the extension packs. What's DLC? I hear it. I forgot what is DLC. Downloadable content, yeah. Yeah. And even like with the so many simulations coming in and so many things, like it's a pretty easy thing. Since we can add, we can find anything online. The value of gathering that data into a clean format is now low compared to years ago. Yeah, think how many module-based cyber apps there are, for example. Yeah. No, 100%. That's exactly how it is going to be. Yeah, and like greed is something like greed is something we need to know how to control, just like alcoholism or any type of thing, right? It's important to know what to do. Yeah, $80, yeah, it's crazy, man. It's so expensive just for one game. And with Nintendo Switch 2, I have to pay how much? Oh, DLC, Deluxe. Oh, that's what DLC was. 48 more, okay. How much is it? Nintendo Switch, just for extensions and stuff. Stupid, man. Holy. Like, why would I pay for this? Like, I just will never. Switch 2 price. So let's say if I see Mario Kart Switch 2, first of all, $700, and second, $110 for Nintendo Switch like game. Stupid. Yeah, we have to pay for every single one. Yeah. Free AI models now can teach you anything you need for school. Yeah. Like it can help you even create these things, like find like keys which we can use, right? So like I can see a big again like with Netflix, because Netflix was a necessity at one point. Revolution came. Piracy was a revolution in small scale. So I believe something like that will again happen big time. And there is like a initiative, right? Let's free games. Let's free games. Initiative. I think something like that. Stop killing games. Started to challenge the legality of publishers destroying video games they have sold to the customers. An increasing number of video games are sold effectively as goods with no stated expiration date, but designed to be completely unpayable as soon as the support from publisher ends. This practice is a form of planned obsolescence and is not only detrimental to customers but also preservation are acceptably impossible. Furthermore, the legality of this practice is largely untested in many countries. So many people, 100, oh wow, 1.4 million people. Wow. So this is like a really good initiative, right? Yeah. Petition for UK government to UK government. I think you can sign up as anyone. That's I know. I think if I'm not wrong, Raw score. I think you can sign up as anyone, but it's mostly like started as in the UK, right? Massive notifications from citizens of UK in order to pass. So, and even like let's say 10% are bad. Like even like having 100,000 signatures, forget about 1.4 million. That's still big, and they are very much ready in reaching that level. I've watched the DEF CON preview and they have a section on hardware, similar concept. Once you buy it, you can do what you want, even take it apart. Oh wow, DEF CON has that? DEF CON hardware. Oh, they are starting, right? There is a hardware hacking village. August 7, 25 taking place in Las Vegas. Okay. RoboSumo, HHV. I need to like just go over this website. Hardware hacking. HHV is hardware hacking village, just in case. Video team, hardware hacking. Okay. Nintendo Switch, maybe. Switch. Or there must be something on Nintendo Switch. 100%. Jailbreaking the 3DS, and some of the videos can't even be online, but probably if you go there you can probably get some stuff related to it, right? Oh nice, thank you. So we have DEF CON 33 preview. Okay, oh this is a 3-minute one. Let's watch this, lads.
The hardware hacking village grew out of community concerns over fundamental issues. We offer 3 of them for consideration. The doctrine of ownership, general confusion about the power of computation, and a vision of a more flexible hardware future. A founding principle of the doctrine of ownership is the right to enjoy. Owners should be able to alter the function of their purchased devices, repair and modify their hardware to maintain and enhance the value it produces, and select any service provider to repair and modify their hardware, even if that does not fit the original manufacturer's intent. Unfortunately, with electronics these rights are being degraded. For example, if you owned your car with the same terms, you may soon own Nintendo's latest device, a Switch 2, using the vehicle or device in a way that Nintendo does not intend or approve of means Nintendo could remotely turn your vehicle off and prevent it from ever starting again. This is commonly called bricking. Nintendo is not alone. Bankrupt companies and companies that have simply moved on to other products have left trails of bricked devices in their wake. The fundamental rights associated with ownership are being trampled, and the contagion is spreading as electronics become key to more and more. The processors we make are general computing devices. Manufacturers create a device and software to make it do what they think will be of value, but the device's potential isn't limited to just that. Most people are confused about the possibilities of computational components, believing the device's capacities are far more limited than they are. In addition, people underestimate their own ability to modify devices to get much more out of those devices and the devices around them. With computers, the limits you have are memory and time. With those 2 limitations in mind, you can put a man on the moon with less computation power than many Internet of Things devices today. Yet, most people see devices as disposable, rather than as starting points for their creative expression. This lack of vision has led to mountains of electronic waste, also known as e-waste. It has prevented whole industries from being born. The iPhone was revolutionary because it allowed end users to dream up new uses for existing hardware. A $400 billion industry was born. Imagine if instead of upgrading your phone every year or 2, a local shop could upgrade your phone to the latest communication standard, or add more memory or switch to a faster processor. This happens in Shenzhen, China. Why not here?
Wow.
For all these reasons and more, we teach the skills and provide a space to make your own use. You can decide to e-waste a device or give it a new purpose. You become the one that controls the hardware to the level you want to.
The power is yours!
I love the ending, man. Power is yours. This is good. Thank you so much for sharing, mate. This is amazing. This does go hard. Yeah, dude, this is so beautiful. I'll share it to you in the Discord. Need to share this. But this is wow. This is these are the type of initiatives which should be coming, right? This is big. Thank you so much, man. They just changed the position of the camera placement and release a new version of iPhone. Yeah. I just use my old laptop as server for hosting movies and ebooks. Yeah. Dude, that's the reason I created my own computer because like with I will tell you with MacBook, I got a 256 GB MacBook. My first ever laptop I got right before coming to Canada 8 years ago. It was 256. You needed to increase it. Oh, you cannot increase it through somebody else. It has to be a Apple professional. Blah blah blah. It has to be this that. I was like never getting Apple. Like iPhone I like, but I haven't got my iPhone even changed like in last 4 years. But going to like China, able to get the latest versions and like latest stuff is amazing. And there is a company. I don't know if you guys maybe I wish I had money. I could test this, but like maybe in future soon. What's that? Customizable phone with well parts. There was a really beautiful phone, Fairphone. I think that's the name. Yeah. So this phone, Fairphone. This one you can remove anything you like. I believe this was the one. Was it? E-waste neutral. Okay, decline all of those. So I can customize whatever. I can like get a new like new camera if I want, able to like just change the battery so it doesn't drain. And there's so many bad practices with these, like even with iPhone. I don't know if you guys knew about it, but like there was a suspicion that every time you update your iPhone to latest iOS, the battery drainage will be a lot more, and Apple was doing it on purpose. So like those type of practices, nothing is happening. As a user, you hardly get like $10. So stupid. I bought myself a Surface Pro 8. Works well for studying. Nice. It's good. There's a laptop too like that. Yeah. And more USB ports and remove them too. Dude, that's the reason I built my own PC. I was like, I don't want to be like restricted anymore. I want to have my own, able to replace things whenever I like. So I'm very happy with this purchase. It's like, I know it will work for like, it's almost 2 years now. And I know it will work, or 1.5 years. And I know it will work for like years in future. Okay, but this is 12:30 now. I have to go. Thank you so much, everyone. I know we went like in so many different directions today, I think. But it was good because, right, I haven't talked to you guys in so long. It was so nice to chat and see everyone. We saw Rover, Ren, Sriram, Ashwin, right? And we had Idor. I miss Rabbit. So we have to get him next time. And then, yeah, we had like 0 days follow and 2 subscribe and Dhaval after a long time. So thank you, everyone. Thank you. Have a great night. And I will see you tomorrow. We will complete our Active Directory basics path. And also, I'm going to announce, like we already know, right? Rabbit was last week's winner for most chats. So we'll give him, it would be a good boost for him as well after he just was almost there to complete his OCP. He was almost cleared it. So have a good night, lads. Thank you so much for everything. You guys means a lot, and thank you all so much for the wishes you sent. I love it. All the messages. Hope you guys have a great day, great night. Cheers, and keep hacking, and give kudos to Rabbit and thanks to Rover for subs, and kudos to Rabbit for working so hard. And also we have somebody else also giving their OSCP soon, so all the best to that person as well. I don't know if they want to share or not, but thank you so much. Have a good night, everybody. This is your favorite hacker The one that cannot be censored, because I'm already a censored hacker. Peace out. Thank you. And don't forget to check your packets, where they are going, who is going in. Okay, have a good one, everyone. Thank you so much. Bye. Love you. Jai Shri Ram.